Hey everyone, it's Amy of Dragonspit Apothecary. I am here doing our full pink moon oracle card reading today. I'm actually recording this a little bit early because I have to travel next week. So I didn't want to miss the opportunity though to give you this reading and provide you the support through these oil cards that come to us in these readings. So as you know, today is April 7th. It is the full pink moon, so be sure to look up at that sky, that pretty pink that's going to glow. And we're going to talk about the oil oracle cards that relate to this full moon. So as you guys know, we do 5 cards on our oil oracle card readings when it's a full moon, and we talk about what what we should focus on, certainly what we should release, what we should draw energy from, what is emerging from us, and then always a special card from the universe that will help guide us even further. So we'll talk about each of these cards. I'll show them to you. We'll talk about them. You can leave me feedback in the comments. And as always, you can hop over to dragonspitapothecary.com to schedule one-on-one time with me, get a personal reading of your own, ask questions about how to live naturally. Always happy to talk about that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Our first card for the full pink moon tonight is what we should focus on. And what came up was Roman chamomile. And this is the card for consciousness and purpose, having a purpose. We'll just say it that way. So this is a great card to have. So the wise words of this card are that we should be ourselves, everyone else is taken. So chamomile is a very common herb. A lot of people drink it as tea, and it's soothing, it's calming, it helps support sleep and rest. In this reading, it relates to our solar plexus, and that bright yellow in the card is the flower of the Roman chamomile, and it relates to our self-esteem, okay? So usually when you find out you can't sleep at night, there is something larger going on that we need to deal with. And of course, that's all related to our solar plexus. So Roman chamomile gets right to the point of that. And it doesn't get lost, and it doesn't do it without a bunch of extra, it avoids all the extra effort. It just goes straight in for what's really going on. And it guides us to the answers we're seeking. Because intuition is a strong thing. We all have it, and we just need to learn to tune into it more. So this helps us through a caring, nurturing support, but understands we are strong enough to find our own way. And we can put our mind at ease and let life flow more naturally for us, and easily take without much effort, right? We don't have to push so hard all the time. So this helps us kind of accept, become more changeable, and to accept that things are always changing, whether we like it or not. And that sometimes when we aren't sleeping or we're nervous, we need that emotional resilience to overcome some of things and put calmness at the base of what we're doing. Put our priorities in order and focus on the right things that are important to us. So being soft-spoken is another good aspect of this, and understanding even when we get hurt, it's okay to we don't have to just curl up inside and hide, right? Even though we want to very badly, but we can have confidence to move forward and heal from those things. So this is a card that helps us relax our energy and become more receptive, allowing divine and angelic love to help us through things we don't understand. When things are challenging, we're going through a difficult time, or we're going in a different direction that just doesn't feel good to us, right? And it's push, 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 and we're not making any progress. This is an oil that will help us reset that and get us back on the right path that we need to be focused on. So if we get stuck and things are working against us, again, that's a good opportunity for us to step back and assess the situation with a different perspective. But letting us know it's okay to let our guard down, right? It's not always fight or flight. So we can allow love in and heal from the experience that's going on. So what this card is telling us is that we may need to take a different route to getting things done, but we should be encouraged by that and not see it as oh my gosh, I gotta start over. It's really a good thing, and because it helps us draw closer to our purpose in life and connect with our inner guidance on determining what that is for each of us. Really tuning into inner compass and pointing to our true north is how I look at this. So, Roman chamomile. Grab you some of this. That's good stuff. I am aligned with my higher purpose. I hear my inner voice and heed the call. That's your affirmation. So what I love to do is take that doTERRA Roman chamomile oil and make tea right from that. It's pure. It tastes wonderful. It'll be the best cup of Roman tea, chamomile tea you've ever had. And let some love in. Okay. All right. So that is our first card of what we should be focusing on. That's pretty cool. That's a good card. To know that we have a higher purpose and we can align to that and not see restarts or redos as a negative. We need some encouragement like that sometimes. Okay, so our next card, you guys are going to love this. This is what we need to release, and there's always something to release in a full moon, and it's the best time to do it. So, couldn't ask for a better card to do that with than lemon. Lemon's a natural detoxifier. Cleans out everything, removes what, we don't need physically and emotionally. It's a great card. His wise words are energy flows where attention goes. So this is about balancing the state of being here and now, being present, mindful, and that helps you in getting things done. Okay? It helps with focus and alertness. You know what you want, it's easy to get it done, and it's happening very smoothly for you. Distractions are non-existent, and you're in tune with the task at hand. It's wonderful when that happens. It helps us overcome aloofness and mental fog, and when we lack enthusiasm or if we feel a little bit burned out, right? This kind of helps re-energize us and get over those limiting beliefs of progress not happening fast enough. So again, lemon is naturally very invigorating, energizing, uplifting. It awakens the senses and allows us to tune out the distractions and noise around us. It's great for bad moods, and of course, all of this is related to self-esteem, that solar plexus. So this card means we got to declutter some stuff going on in our life. Get rid of the noise, get rid of the distraction, focus on our task, and stop procrastinating. That's what we got to be releasing. Finish what you start, close the cycles, and then move on. So maybe this full moon for you, the release is getting what you need to get completed. If your heart's not in the situation, find a rational way to deal with it and get it closed. I think that's a great release statement. All right, take your lemon oil, put it in some water, drink up. This is your affirmation. By eliminating interruptions and distractions, I quickly get into the flow. I am focused on what I am doing and I get the results I desire. Now, isn't that the truth? So do you some good stuff this full moon and quit getting distracted. Okay, I love this next card. It is aligned with what we need to draw energy from. And I was really excited when I saw it come in because it definitely speaks to that. So it's Arbor Vitae. And this strong, handsome man in this card deals with completion and wholeness. And that's where we're going to get energy from. So I'm telling you, that is a fantastic way to see this. The wise words of Arbor Vitae are non-resistance is the key to the greatest power in the universe. So this card guides the way And of all the other essences that we have, this is a card and an oil that we can rely on to guide us in a very solid approach. The tops of the trees of the arborvitae tree, and of course those are the tallest trees we have, represent obviously pointing to the sky, and then it's only up from here. So that's a very powerful symbolism, guys. It represents the person who is ready to get up, release all their struggles, and is now willing to trust the universe has your back. There's no need for controlling anything. And you can trust and go with the flow, and you will not be doing it alone. We are on this earth to experience community, and we have all struggled with that from time to time. But we learn from it and we grow very deep roots and upward growth from it. This helps us overcome confusion, not feeling like we belong in the right circles, and it's related to our root and crown chakras. So this card is he in the picture, I don't know if you can see it real well, but around his arms he's being released from chains, and he's moving forward to the next step in his life, and he's committed and stable. He knows what he's doing. He's very grounded in it. And there's balance, and the carelessness is washed away. He's very wise and confident about what's next. So this card means that we need to let go of resistance and stop trying to control everything that's going on, especially the outcome of our decisions. Okay, be firm and confident and assured in your decisions, and let the rest take its place. Okay. Nothing that has value ever comes easy, so sometimes those decisions that we make, we may doubt ourselves, but if we've really felt confident and in our heart of hearts know it was the right thing, then maybe sometimes we just got to sit still and let it bake. The work needs to be done, and your attitude about it will make all the difference in the world around this. So diffuse you a little arbor vitae. Actually, I think this smells like leather to me. I can definitely see that it's the tree, right? It's very woodsy. It just has a leather aroma to me. So this is your affirmation. I release control to the universe. I am at peace with myself. So that's what we need to draw our energy from, okay, in this full moon. And that's really powerful. I don't know that I can top that one. Okay, so we've focused, and we've released, and we have drawn energy. So our fourth card is what is emerging through those other cards. And that would be this pretty card, Cilantro. And what this card is for is changes and freedom. And I can tell you right now, if you have done the work in those first three cards, this one's going to be real easy for you to see the benefits from. This is great oil. It's very strong, but it is so perfect for feeling that sense of freedom and liberation, right? So the wise words are, I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. So this is the oil of releasing and cleansing and being free from worries, free from material attachments, and looking for ways to be happy and have fun. Isn't that great? I mean, seriously, this is what is emerging from us if we do the other work from those cards. I'm telling you, this is perfect. It's being able to be super easygoing, stable, liberated, free. Who doesn't want that? Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. So to do it, you got to let go of what's not serving you. Look for things that fill your soul, give you that burst of energy and zest for life and inner happiness and peace. Allow your emotions to be your compass sometimes. Don't just use all what's in here. When you feel that you're not on the right path, that's when your emotions and your intuition can come into play, and that's why this is an important card. It allows you not to get so stuck in your ways and thinking you got to control the outcome of stuff. So this card means that we don't need to be rigid, and we have lost some of our freedom, and we can emancipate ourselves from that mental slavery. It allows us to detox from all of that, and body, mind, and spirit all come together in this liberated, free spirit experience. So it's a very potent oil, so I don't advise diffusing a whole bunch of this. Do a little bit, but super helpful. And your affirmation for this is, I choose to embody freedom in all that I do, and I create total freedom by releasing what no longer serves me. So that is entirely emerging for you, but I encourage you to go back, listen to the reading on those first 3 cards, and see how you can maximize the benefit of cilantro. Okay, 5th card. This is a big one. This is thyme, and it's a wonderful herb, right? Who doesn't use that in cooking? Isn't that great? So this card is special universal message, and it's talking about bravery and resentment, which I think if you really did listen to what I said in those first cards, you're going to need some bravery to deal with some tough stuff. I don't know about your situation, but I can definitely relate it to a few of mine in my life. And, you know, how often do we get stuck in not wanting to deal with something because it's tough, or we might hurt someone's feelings, but we know it's not right for us, and we're struggling, right? We're unhappy because of it. So this is really speaking to our ability to let go, even if it hurts a little. So the wise words of this thyme card: you gotta dance like nobody's watching, love like you'll never be hurt, sing like nobody's listening, and live like it's heaven on earth. Okay, so you already know where this is headed. This is a nice little cap of our full moon reading today. So as you guys know, this herb has been forever in use. The Greeks, the Egyptians, they all used it. It was used originally in the embalming process because of the aromatic, right? And it was used in baths, in temples, to heal the soul from sin. This is a pretty important oil biblically and throughout history. It was used to bless soldiers before they went to war, to give them courage. And it was placed under the pillows at nighttime to ward off nightmares. So people really put a lot of credence into this oil's power. And it's believed to bring courage to those who use it. So this oil is particularly good for anger and resentment, overcoming that stuff, and helping us open our heart from past hurts, emotional pain that we're carrying, and being more flexible. And the power to dig deep and heal and move on from things that we have been really hurting with for a long time. So again, this is all associated with the heart chakra. And, you know, while it's talking about very emotional things, it's still a very brave and courageous oil that's strong, and it helps us work through those unresolved issues that are on our heart. And it brings the patience and understanding to give us the right time to heal. So this is obviously a very courageous, and we've got a strategy to work with it. But we're releasing the tension, and we're going to let the universe help us guide through that. So what this card means is that we got to dig deep in our hearts, let go of that old pain and things that aren't serving us anymore, which that came out in these other cards too, and allow us to slowly start releasing that stuff and rebuilding, because we will be able to have that freedom and that liberated feeling that we talked about with cilantro as a result. So a little bit of this oil, and this is your affirmation. I choose to forgive quickly. I'm sorry, let me repeat. I choose to quickly forgive all wrongs and hurts and move forward beyond the pain into a world filled with positive possibilities. So Pink Moon tonight, guys. I think this is really great set of cards to have as our companion in working through this stuff. I wish you a very happy full moon. If you have questions about these cards or you want to learn about the doTERRA oils that I recommend as part of the protocol for these oils and using them in your readings, reach out. I'm happy to talk about that anytime you want. So happy full pink moon, guys. I will talk to you again.